folks. I've already started. I'm already fired up. I'm trying not to make this day be a sloppy mess. It's raining outside. I would like to go for a walk. I have been actively looking for a bicycle because my bike was stolen in late June, and fingers crossed that I might find another one somewhere, and one that's cheap. Blah 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 blah. I'm trying to be okay today, doing my very best, or probably not doing my very best, but doing as much as I, uh, I'm doing as well as I know how. Um, I put the glasses back on. What can I talk about today? I have no idea. I'm just doing my session. Business as usual, ladies and gentlemen. Bah. Session. I'm going to pause and try to collect my thoughts. Pause. One thing I don't do enough of is deep breathing. I should try to do that more often. Memo to myself. I often have trouble doing things that people always say for you to do when you're feeling stressed or upset, like take deep breaths and exercise. Sometimes when people make suggestions to me, I become avoidant of the things because of some weird reason. Maybe I have demand avoidance. Probably not, but like if, I just tend to not respond well when I'm given advice, which I guess is a problem. But, what do you do? But I should try to take deep breaths. And I would recommend it, to anyone. Maybe I will learn some breathing techniques, and then I will come back, and I will pass them on in my videos to I guess I have 7 subscribers at this point, or 8. Hello, 8 subscribers. I hope you're still watching. If you feel like making suggestions on what I ought to have more of in my videos, please do so. Except for bubblegum blowing, I'm not doing that because I didn't realize that it's a creepy fetish thing. I was doing bubblegum blowing in my other YouTube channel, my ukulele channel, and then I ended up with this creepy fetish bunch of followers, and I'm just not that kind of lady. I was just kidding. I'm not any sort of anything. Anyway, what can I do? I can show you some dolls. I'll do that. One moment. Oh, well, okay. I thought it was paused. Here's a doll. I'm just pulling out random dolls. I don't even know what kind of doll this is. She's got a pretty dress. She's probably from the 1980s. I got her at a fancy thrift store. She has a marking on the back of her neck that says 95. Well, maybe she's from 1995 because there's a marking that says 95, so that would make sense. 95-01R2. Any other markings? No. But I don't really know why I have her. I will most likely sell her fairly soon, if anyone will buy her. This is a little bendy doll. She's like a Christmas ornament, and she's from Japan. And some people I think do collect these. She's fun because she's got wire armatures in her arms, and it would be fun to learn how to make these neat little wire armature creatures with bendy arms and such. She's cute, and I will most likely sell her on eBay fairly soon. But hello. If I sell her on eBay, I will post a link in this video in the description. Okay. Next up, we have a doll from another country. She's like a souvenir costume doll, and she's vintage. She's probably from the 50s or so. And She's got lovely braids, and her limbs are made of fabric or cloth. She's got cute garters, and I really don't know what country she's from, but I'm a member of a group for international costume dolls, and we sometime and I can post a picture of her, and then I get a bunch of answers responding on where she's from. But she's got a fabric, kind of a kind of a hardened fabric face. She's a little bit like she might be considered a Lency type doll, and Lency dolls are these very fancy and expensive. I think they're German dolls that are made of felt, and they have these very well made little highly detailed features and whatnot. But I don't know what country she's from, but she's very nice. I believe that this doll here is haunted. Ooh, no, she's not. She's fine. She might be haunted. No, she's not. Oh, she is. No, she's not. Okay, she is from Barbados, and it says so on her hat in very tiny writing, very right here at the very top in very tiny pins. I believe. Oh, yes. Wait, no, it says Cuba. She's from Cuba. Aruba. She's from Aruba. So, if you're curious as to what a doll from Aruba looks like, this is what it looks like. And she's got this cloth body. It's filled with some kind of gravelly thing. It might be rice. I'm not sure. But she's a sweetheart, and she's beautiful, and I love her. Though I will sell her because I have to sell dolls because I need to make. That's how I make my living. Okay. This is a doll from Austria. She's from the Black Forest, Schwarzwald. That means Black Forest. And I was told that the red pom poms on her hat mean that she is not married, and she is a Bates doll. And if you look up, and she's also kind of a Lency style. And if you look up Bates dolls on the internet, most of them are doing this kind of whistling face. And so she is kind of unique in that she is not making the whistling face. So that makes her special. And she has lovely braids, and she's a very cute creature. I like her little stockings. She's I'm not sure how. Oh, her legs are like made of. So I've never noticed that before. Her legs are made of paper. Her legs are made of like paper wrapped in fabric. I did not know. But yes, she's a nice little doll. All right, next one. Oh, he's naked. She is a doll fit from. Oh, what brand is that? Is she an evergreen? She looks like an evergreen. She's made in Japan. And I cannot read the name on the back of her neck, but she might be collectible. There's a chance that she is. Sometimes things from Japan tend to be more collectible than average. I will most likely sell her. Or I will post her and see if somebody knows who she is. And then I might sell her. Just because I need to, and because I have so many. This doll is from. Oh, where? I knew at one point where this doll was from. She is from some southern European place. Not Sardinia. She is from. I will have to look it up. She's one of those. She's a doll, one of these dolls of the world. That people used to get them in the mail a long time ago. Every month they would get a doll from another country, and she's got jointed legs. Little jointed legs and big feet, and her natural costume comes with this huge kind of veil thing, but she doesn't have hers. next we have... Oh, I don't know. She's probably Dutch. Open your eyes, sweetie. Open, open. She does not want to open her eyes with good reason, because look at her eyes. Dun, dun, dun! One of them is broken. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't mean to show you off like that. She has a very interesting costume with this little cape and this headdress. She's got a strange headdress and then a bow. And she does have her arms. I thought she didn't for a second. But yes, she has a broken eye. That happens sometimes to dolls, and it makes them look extra creepy. But I'll post her on my group and find out where she's from. But I like the way her hair has those little loops in it. She's very pretty, aside from her messed up eye, which I could fix if I wanted to. Next up we have... She's another Lindsay style doll. No, she's not. She's just a costume doll. She has kind of cheap plastic legs and no arms, and her face is made of the old fashioned hard plastic. But she has a very pretty face and very pretty braids and a very nice costume. But she's also kind of very cheaply made. She's a very inexpensive souvenir type doll, and she did probably have arms at one point. If I put arms on her, they probably wouldn't match the rest of her body. I don't think I have arms for her size, and also I don't know how to restring dolls very well, so it's a thing I should probably learn. Here's this little boy. He's like a little tiny, like Huck Finn sort of character. And he's he's made of composition. He's a very old costume doll made of composition material. Composition means that it's sort of kind of an old proto-plastic. Composition mixtures are made of lots of different materials. He's really more like hard plastic than composition, really, but he's old hard plastic. And he's missing an arm, and his arm is just hanging on by his sleeve. His legs don't move, as is the case with a lot of these vintage costume dolls. Okay, next one. This is an old rubber toy. This is an old rubber squeaky. It doesn't squeak anymore. Oh, a little bit. See? A little squeaky. But very cute, and you can tell that she was probably used at some point as a dog toy. And she's kind of like the Sun Rubber dolls that I have. She was made in, I think... Oh, she has a marking, but I can't really read it. I'll have to take a magnifier to it, but... she's like a Cupid doll. And I wonder if perhaps she came with the plastic wrapped around her like that? But then again, she has also been... chewed, so I'm not really sure. I do not know her past, or she came with this little wrapping like so. Here is a tiny little old vintage baby made in Hong Kong. I have no idea. She might be a little kiddo, but I really don't know. I would have to Google search or post her. I post the dolls to these groups, and then all the people will answer me and tell me where she's from. We get into the prizes of my collection, which are my Pee-wee dolls, and this is a Hee-wee, and Hee-wees are male Pee-wee dolls, and I've got some Pee-wee dolls that are in their packages, just like my Hee-wee here, who is in his package. And yes, he's from 1966, Brooklyn, New York, Hoboken, New Jersey, Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn, New York. For the You Need a Doll Company, 1966. It's a Hee-wee. The He-Men of the Pee-wee world. Little heroes. This is a Pee-wee doll who is not in her package. I have a few Pee-wee dolls. So that's what a Pee-wee doll looks like outside of its package. Here is another Pee-wee doll. And another. And she reminds me of it's at the tip of my brain. I cannot think of her name. She reminds me of like a particular like musical movie actress from the 50s. And her name is just not, it's just at the edge of my thinking. And then we've got a teensy tiny made in Japan Raggedy Ann. Vintage from the 60s or 70s. And a little lesser known fact about me is I have about 300 Raggedy Ann dolls. Checking my device. Nope, I usually can tell when it goes off. I'm going to put all the dolls back in the box. I'm going to sell them all eventually. I'm very slow, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Some people are fast, and I am slow. I'm slow and distracted when it comes to selling things on eBay, and I need to get into a better mindset, or find a way to get into a better mindset so that it isn't so cumbersome and time consuming, so that I can spend more time doing all the silly nonsense that I tend to do. Sorry. And this just happened to be in there, and I don't know what to do with her. She's a doll. She's a Disney doll, and one of her hands is missing. So, I guess that means that she is useless and must be tossed away. But no, I'm not going to do that, but maybe I'll find her a home with somebody who can put another hand on her. Yeah. Her name is Mal. Mal from the Disney Descendants. Okay. My daughter went through a phase, and now she's out of that phase. But, she said she did not care for the doll and passed her off over to me. I guess I'll stop with the dolls now. Because my session should be almost over any moment. Thank you for watching, and I will come back with another video fairly soon. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.